Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
All right, here we go. Focus.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there right off the bat. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you know, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again. Roethlisberger now already over 100 yards passing in just this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All right, now.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Set! Like 20.
On third down, Roethlisberger. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a handoff working right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jackson on second down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third.
Gone! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson being chased out left. He's to the 10 and all the way down to the 5. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
Watch it now, Barney. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tough.
Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 47 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. On 2nd down, it's Bell. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on 3rd. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Whirl! Set! Like 80! Monday.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he has landed on hard. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Everyone's got four down. All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
And they'll go on the ground. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On 2nd down, Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback,
yeah,
you got to make that throw, right? Yeah. That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson from the shotgun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on fourth down, may as well make him punt it. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Boswell's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Detroit!
Now Jackson on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Detroit! Hot!
On second down, here's Jackson. finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Got him in. It's Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
That's it! Blue 30! Focus, focus. Monday.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down the field, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Snickers, 66.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. C.J. Mosley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. All incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger will throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now they try the right side here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Detroit!
On 3rd down, Jackson forced out to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. going to have to eat this one as down he goes. C.J. Mosley in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. A good pickup there, a 22. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 41. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. He's going to take a shot for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago. And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right? This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
230.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Leonard Floyd in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Gone!
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. It's brought in by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Jackson now to throw again to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Open space inside the 10. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And Jackson throwing once more. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays.
Now Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Pittsburgh, they're on a nice early roll as they move.